Okay, we have the WKU Hilltoppers with their 70-59 victory. They have advanced to tomorrow's championship game against #1 seed Old Dominion at 7:30. We have head coach Rick Stansberry and student athletes Tavion Hollinsworth and Charles Bassey, and we'll begin with an opening statement from Coach.
Well, first off, give Coach Sadler, Doc, give him a lot of credit. He's done a tremendous job there at Southern Miss. A lot of people probably don't know what he's been fighting for 4 or 5 years now. But he's hung together, and he put a great team together. The team was playing better than anybody in this league. A team offensively and defensively got the best efficiencies. They're tough. But tonight, we knew this. It was going to be a challenge for us. You try to be a team for the third time. That's never easy. But there's 2 areas we felt like you had to win because they're a tough team. They get those 50-50 balls so much, and that's how they win so much. But the 2 areas we stressed was we got to win the rebound war, and we got to win that free throw war. And you look at that stat, and they're a really good rebounding team. We beat them 44-27 on the backboards. They shoot 8 free throws. We make 24. That right there tells you we're doing 2 things. We're throwing it to the block, and we're driving it to the block. And again, against that sagging defense they have, it's really about a half zone and man. It's really confusion. But the thing you got to do is drive it. These 2 guys drove it, finished plays. I thought, about the 8-minute mark when it was a really game could go any way, I thought we had a run. I think it was a 12-3 run. And it started at that defensive end. And again, these 2 guys was huge for us all day. Great team effort.
Questions for our student athletes in the back.
Tavion, just the obvious, the opportunity. I congratulate you on the opportunity to get to play for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament tomorrow night. What does that mean? You went there last year, you get another shot at it.
That means a lot, especially the way we went out last year. Nobody wants to go through that. Nobody wants to feel that again. So we're gonna come out with energy and we're gonna play hard.
Charles, this is 2 nights in a row now defensively. You guys have been at your best. What is it about the way you are playing this week defensively that's making such a difference?
It's that championship. Understand, we want to win the championship, so we just gotta come out with different mentality. Like just want to win. So it starts on defense because defensive team win championship, so that's what we want to do, and then the offensive game is just gonna come.
In the back.
Tavion, like Coach said, games like these come down to those 50-50 hustle plays, and it seemed like you guys really wanted every one of those tonight.
Yeah, it really felt like that. We had a couple slip. He told us we
Started the game, it was 3-1 them, the first time out. 50-50 balls, loose balls. It was 3-1. After that point, we won it.
Like he said, we was down 3-1, and he got on us about that because like he says, it come down to a fine line, and us missing those 50-50 balls could have cost us. So we started going at them harder and getting them.
Tavion, y'all didn't shoot particularly well from behind the arc, but you made a couple big threes down the stretch where you just locked in, ready to finish off this team and take control rather than letting it slip away. Or what was going through your mind through that?
The first half I didn't shoot it too well. So the second half I knew I had to step up. I knew my team needed me to step up. So I knew I had to lock in on offense and do what I got to do.
In the back.
Charles, I asked Tavion what it was like to get a chance to play again in a championship game, but for you, it's your first time. Tomorrow night, what does it get to mean to play for a championship?
I mean, that's great, you understand. Playing with my teammates, we just want to win, you understand. And again, the team we're playing with, we've played them twice, we lost, so tomorrow is going to be a different game. So we just got to play hard tomorrow and just come out the way we did today in the previous game and just do that tomorrow. Just get the championship.
In the back.
Charles, you only had 2 shots in the first half. What did you do to kind of be more aggressive in the second half?
Oh, you understand. My teammates talk to me. Come on, you got to step up. We need you in the game. And you understand, I stepped it up second half. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound, one on the flank. Just did the simple stuff to just get a win.
One more for the players in the front.
Yeah, Tavion, Southern Miss has been one of the best offensive teams in the league all season. What was it about your all's defense today? What in particular were you guys doing to give them so much, give them so much trouble?
It starts out with scout, gold team managers. They go over every play that they run, and when we practice, we go over them, and we stay locked in. So we know what they're going to do. We can guess what they do, and, you know, it always works.
All right, at this time, we'll let our student-athletes get back to the locker room, and we will continue with questions for Coach.
I won't be as long today, I can promise you. So, we get out here, we're going to get back on that bus a lot quicker today.
All right, in the back.
All right, Mike, yes, sir.
Same thing to those guys, Rick, to get a chance to play for a conference championship tomorrow night.
Well, very few players, very few teams get opportunities to do that. They just don't pass those out. And again, it's a lot of once-in-a-lifetime opportunities for young men. So, I'm proud of these guys. We've been through a lot of different moving parts this season with them. A lot of youth, a lot of moving parts. But these guys have stayed together, and I think all those big games that y'all have seen pretty much, we've been pretty good in those really big games all year long. And they're all really big. But it seemed like the bigger the stage for young guys, sometimes young guys, there's another level of energy, another level of concentration. And no question, we took probably one of the best percentage offensive teams in this league, shooting almost 49%. Held on 31% shooting in the second half now. I mean, really good. They're really good. And again, that started the defensive end for us. Because offensively, it's a challenge for us. You say we didn't shoot it particularly very well tonight. That's most nights, though, isn't it? We make 5 tonight? 4. That's pretty much where we've been. And they make 11. So that margin for error for us is thin because we're not a great shooting team. And Southern Miss makes it so hard to score on the inside with Charles, in particular with Josh. And we adjusted with him the second half a little bit and got him that rim a little bit more, but they basically don't guard him. They didn't guard him a lot. So we tried to move him around a little bit more and some different things. I thought it helped us. I thought it helped us a little bit more offensively. And again, the big guy down here, I haven't had to get on him a whole lot. He's such a great young man. He's not a guy I've had to chew. Probably for the first time at halftime, he saw a little bit different side because we can't win with him playing the way he played the first half. I thought he was about third gear, and he's got 2 more gears. We saw those other 2 gears late in that game. Those are winning plays. Those 2 offensive rebounds he went and got them now. They didn't come to him. That's the energy and the toughness that we need him playing with more consistently. Now, that's hard for a young guy, especially when you play the amount of minutes he played. But he showed he can do it when he's fatigued. But most young guys, it's just a learning experience for them. But we'll need him tomorrow to be out of third gear for more minutes than he was tonight to beat Old Dominion.
In the back.
Rick, I've heard you say before, it's really tough to beat a team 3 times in one season, but it's even harder when they're as good of a team as Southern Miss was. I mean, what kind of game planning do you have to do to prepare knowing that you'd already played them twice this season?
Well, there's a few little adjustments defensively made. We got hurt at home. We got hurt at home 3 possessions. We gave up 6 points in transition. They did something the first time. Are you with some coaching staff or media? So you got to.
I'm an administrator.
Okay, so you can hear what I'm saying. So that's good. We lost in transition at our place the first time. They did something they've never done. They went small, and I'm not talking about Baker at the 5. They went Cortez or Drain at the 5. And before we could realize we're small, well, small didn't mean what we've ever seen. Small meant they really went small. And we give up 2 threes 2 different times. And once each half they did it. And that was 6 points. Tonight we were more prepared for that. That didn't happen. We guarded some personnel different tonight. I don't know what Drain did. He hit a shot over late.
2 of 8.
Hey, he's 2 for 8, 6 points. That's probably as low as he's had in a long time. And he got 3 of those late in that game. We weren't going to let him beat us. Drain, keep Griffin out of that lane. Keep him out of that lane. He had 21 first time at our place. Still gets 19. But they only had one other guy in double figures. McGee hurt us the first time at our place. He didn't tonight. They're hard to guard. That's why they went to Old Dominion and won. That's why they won 8 out of the last 10 games. That's why they beat San Antonio 30. Won last night. They were the hottest team in this tournament. A team that, I wasn't looking forward to playing for the third time. I didn't like playing that style, and Doc does such a great job. But our guys, we found a way to make enough plays to win the game.
Last question for Coach in the front.
Coach, so you mentioned the big stats for you, the rebounding and the free throws. Was that like a strategy, or was that just like effort and guys going out and hustling and making?
Well, that's a strategy every game, Mo. I mean, if you win those two areas, you got a chance. You got a chance. And those two areas tell you two things. It tells you being aggressive, throwing it to the paint or driving it to the paint. That's number one. Number two, if you rebound at the level we rebounded, we got 16 offensive rebounds. There are 8. It's been a while we've beaten somebody 8, Zach, on offensive boards. But that defensive part is effort. And again, I would say Southern Miss hadn't been out rebound 44 to 27. I'd almost say all season long. So again, that is effort, that is toughness, that is a strategy every night for us. When you don't shoot it particularly well, you got to find other areas to make up for that. And those are kind of 2 areas that we're capable of making up some things. Mike, you got another question back there in the back?
Sure.
I know you do. He always got another question. Yes. Last question every press conference.
Yeah,
so,
Rick, what we've gone through this season, as far as talking about toughness and your team needing it, I'm seeing your team showing a lot of toughness here. Would you agree?
I would agree. And again, as this team's played more, they're growing up a little bit, getting a little experience. No substitute for experience. And again, we got some players. Like I said, the big stage, big game brings out another level of energy and toughness. You don't like that you like that as a coach, but as a coach, you like it to be the same way every game, no matter who you're playing. Well, it always don't happen that way. So again, tomorrow we know this. We're playing a really good Old Dominion team. A team has beat us twice. They've beaten us twice at third place twice. Both of them are basically one-possession games at the end. Won't be easy. We'll have to play extremely well to have a chance to win this. But we have an opportunity. As a coach, as a player, as fans, as administrators, that's all you ask for in the ties. The opportunity to go compete for a championship. He says, I don't want an opportunity, I want to win it. See y'all tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach.